As we look at the faces of Jesus, we take an incident from the early life of Jesus, one of the only things we're told about in his childhood. Remember the story? Joseph, Mary, and Jesus go to Jerusalem for the Feast of Passover. Then, as Mary and Joseph come back, they discover that Jesus isn't with them. They go back to Jerusalem looking for him. They find him teaching in the temple. We'll be looking at some pictures of what artists were saying in that incident, how they try to present that picture. The first one is the traditional picture of Jesus by an artist named Heinrich Hoffmann, who painted this picture in 1881. As you look at it, certainly it's very clear the focus is on Jesus. His white garments, the light is on him, and he's looking over, his gaze is up, it's toward the Father. And in all around him, we have the different reactions of people who heard Jesus talking in the temple being presented. And the interesting thing is that they're probably the reactions that we have today when we listen to the teaching of Jesus or try to follow him. First of all, there's the priests or the learned scribe sitting at the table with the book. He has all the answers. He used to look at Jesus as if, well, what are you telling me? I have all the answers here in our scriptures. Then standing up over his shoulder, the man in the green cloak, he's debating with Jesus. He's perhaps saying, yes, well, but this, what about that, what the other thing? Then next to him, the man with the gray beard, he seems to be delighted that this young Jewish boy is there and he's able to talk about the scriptures the way he is. On the left side of the picture, you see one man with his hand to his face. He's someone who's really thinking about what Jesus is saying. And behind him is another man who's turning away. All the reactions to Jesus. We know it all. Don't tell us anything. Isn't that wonderful? I'm going to listen to you. I can't believe this. The second picture of Jesus is a very unusual one. It's a picture of Jesus in the temple by a Jewish painter named Max Lieberman. Now you look at this picture and Jesus is, what? A little child, a little boy who's standing in the midst of the temple. When this painting was first created, it caused a shock in a show in Munich because Jesus was painted with black hair, with swarthy skin. He was like a street urchin, as somebody described it. So the Jewish author, the Jewish painter, had to make Jesus into a blonde boy who is kind of cleaned up as he stands in the temple. But it's an attempt of someone who doesn't believe as we do to present the idea of this young boy standing in the temple and teaching. And the final picture we have is another one. This is by William Holman Hunt, who died in 1919. In this, you see the two sides. On one side, you have the Holy Family. And Mary and Joseph don't look like they're scolding Jesus. They look like they're counseling him, advising him, supporting him. And on the other side, again, you have all those that are listening to Jesus. And you see the priest holding the pink roll, the scroll, blind. And Holman Hunt is trying to say that the people who were listening were blind. Next to him is another man whispering to him and giving him answers. Then, as you look to the outside, on the right-hand side, you see construction material. The temple was still being built. What Holman Hunt is saying is that Jesus is the one who came to complete the temple, to bring it to fruition. So here we have three different visions of this young boy teaching in the temple. Which one do we believe? Which one do we accept? It's up to us.